guess I feel more comfortable now on the range and like playing casually.
Okay.
But when I go to when it matters, it's just I feel like my tempo's off and everything. Just I just don't feel comfortable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just nervous about the shot?
Yeah, I think so.
Nervous about the outcome? That kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. And what types of shots show up under that pressure or nerves?
Usually like snap hooks.
Snap hooks?
Yeah.
Okay.
My tendency ball flight is like right to left usually.
Yeah.
And then I guess when the tempo's off, I just like completely hit left.
Okay. All right. To start out, just getting the sense that, once this club gets down to about here, we need to feel like this isn't controlling the club anymore. It's the body's controlling where things are going to go. So anything you can do, like I said, in your finish, feeling that lower.
Yeah.
Okay, that's going to be the first step. What you might feel is that, the face might stay open a little. You might get the odd cut today, but that's just, a little bit of residual of trying to swing left with your body, but pushing out with your arms. So I want to feel like my arm speed, or the direction that I'm giving my speed to my arms isn't toward the target, that I want to feel like I'm giving it down this way more, and then once that club gets here, it's more turn. So, the whole thing I talked about with feeling like you can lower your center of gravity, right? Like if you stood on a skateboard and shot a bazooka, right, you're gone, because this has more power than the stability down there.
Yeah.
And so, you could feel as though that you've got these big ski boots on, and that's where you're trying to sink yourself to, almost to the point that if I came to push you over, you wouldn't get pushed over, because it's heavier from here down than up here. And the only reason you get heavy up here is because you're holding tension. You're holding muscle squeeze. So, getting the sense that before you hit the shot, you sink everything down, and then from here feel as though that through the ball, the only way that the club goes that way is because you're turning. As a result, we'll get what we're looking for over here. Okay? Let me see a couple. So once you start hitting some shots, we're going to find that it's either going to be fades or you might hit it feed. Okay? Both of those are basically taking the grip of the club and pushing it to the target for a little bit too long. Yeah, it might feel like a punch shot a bit today. A punch shot with a bunch of turn.
So when I turn it, like, do I feel just a regular? I just don't know.
Yeah, your pivot's great. I wouldn't change it. It's just that sometimes when you're going this way too hard, your pivot slows down and it stops.
I see.
And that's when the arms keep going up like that.
Got it.
Yeah, really good. So I'm sure you've seen guys stick the sticks in the ground, right?
Yeah.
Like some guys stick it behind the ball to make sure they don't go too far to the inside. You could almost imagine there's a stick coming down this way, and you're trying to stay under. The ball goes over and you stay under. We might get to that later, but I think that if we can focus on the mechanics of what you're doing right now, trying to get the feeling of the softness, turn, and finish it lower with your right arm. We'll get into some routines just to kind of walk you into the ball a little bit calmer, get you away from thinking, oh my god, I gotta hit this, someone's watching. But like, I kicked in junior days too, right? Yeah. So that's like part of you.
Yeah.
I bet if you have a new pair of shoes, you wonder if people are gonna like them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just want to try and get to a point where I get you into a bit of a bubble.
That's what I want you to see you hit all the time. And that just looked longer, lazier, smoother, not as rushed, but not as like, right? It didn't look like you were trying to throw the club down the target. Mm-hmm. So take it back. Keep that tee pointed at you because you're turning. Yeah, there you go. One more time. Keep turning your like right hip, right pocket, right thigh. There you go. Good. Okay, so feel like that's the backswing and go through. Mm-hmm. Nice. And I'm hoping that you feel like the heavy of the golf club in a new place today. Like if you can feel the heavy, you've done well. But if you feel like you can't feel the golf club, it's too strong with your arms.
Honestly, like when I hit my 6-iron, I can feel the heaviness in my shaft and the head and
Yep.
Everything about the golf club. So I have to get used to the driver. It's like you said, I feel like when I'm taking it, I go this way.
Right. Yeah. And that type of takeaway gets the club head out of sequence with your body, right? So this whole part of you has to feel like it's turning out of the way to allow the club to still point at you on the backswing. Yep. Okay. So a new sequence, right? Got you a little discombobulated with that, but keep going with that same move. Feel like that turns to get the club back. Start again. We'll get the hang of this. Big deep breath. Empty the lungs as you walk into the ball. And hit the ball before you inhale.
Think about breathing and trying to think of what I've worked on today.
Yep.
I'm doing it like this.
It's always a work in progress like this, right? Beautiful. So, what's your move with your driver? Show me one. Like, how do you take the club away with your driver? Yes. So the shaft always points at you. Good. Good.